Now, tropical depression Hagupit has turned out to be far less damaging to the Philippines than last year's super typhoon Haiyan. The death toll has remained low, although some remote villages have yet to be reached. CCTV's Barnaby was in Manila investigating what the country has done differently this time around.
The largest evacuations ever seen in peacetime. That's how one United Nations official described it. Over 1 million Filipinos left their homes for safety last weekend as Hagupit, then a super typhoon, threatened to hit the very same region that suffered most of Typhoon Haiyan's fury last year.
Our main concern are the children. This could be another Typhoon Haiyan, so it's better that we are here. We feel safer.
We are nervous about tall waves that could crash into our area, just like what happened in Tacloban.
Typhoon Haiyan was the strongest storm ever to make landfall. It killed more than 6,300, with many more still missing, as it triggered tsunami-like storm surges that washed away entire towns and villages. So the fear is real. And even as Typhoon Hagupit kept losing its strength as it swept across the Philippines, those in its path took no chance.
This whole stretch along Manila Bay is usually filled with small shops, bystanders, tourists, and even homeless people. But since Hagupit was bringing with it the threat of a storm surge, the local government made sure this whole area was empty hours before the storm passed.
It was so critical that people were moved from those vulnerable, hazard-prone areas to safe evacuation centers, and that's just a massive amount of organization from the government, from nonprofit partners, and from the communities themselves. So it's been a very positive experience to see that preparedness happen.
When the storm passed, it was clear the damage was far from what Typhoon Haiyan had done. But one can only imagine how much worse it could have been if people had stayed and put themselves in harm's way. Barnaby, CCTV, Manila.